I think this might be the biggest demo day we've had yet. We're expecting somewhere around 260 investors, another 200 or so from the local community just watching the presentations, and of course the 50 or so mentors that help the company. So it'll be a pretty big crowd. The event's happening at the Boulder Theater, just down the street here. If you're measuring yourself on one thing, it's how many meetings do I get?
Daddy wants me to be steady rolling man, but it's all over now.
The obvious benefit of Investor Day is access to capital. It is the largest turnout that Techstars has ever seen.
Roughly 50-50 angel to VC historically. It's roughly 50-50 local and not.
Here we are, so far, we don't lie. Stand up for the loneliest generation.
Jason Mendelson from the founder group came in. He talked to the companies about how to negotiate.
One of the laws of negotiation is you always want somebody else to make the first move. You probably have north of 100 negotiations a day. Just pretty much every conversation you have is some sort of negotiation, right? You're going to meet people who are reasonable, you're going to meet people who are unreasonable, you're going to meet people who have different ethical codes than you have. Here's the good news. Every human being in the world has an advantage over somebody else in every negotiation. Learn the terms and learn what matters.
Paul Barbarian also came in, shared some stories with the founders. He's always a big hit.
The first lesson of the evening, embrace the zero. There's something magical about having nothing. You get to pursue what you really feel in the depth of your heart, in your gut, what is the right thing for the market. You don't have any crazy obligations other than just building a great company.
We've all been working really hard, being able to get out of Boulder and away from our computer screens and sit around a fire. It's great to take a break and connect.
This song's about taking it easy, feeling the breeze, and letting life roll softly on your mind.
I'm from Techstars Seattle. This is going to be our first year doing Techstars in Seattle. I just came out here to shout on Nicole, to kind of see like the birthplace of Techstars and see kind of what it's all about.
I'm going to play a song called I Belong, written by a couple of good friends of mine, Barrett Shipp and Charlie Bingham, played by my band in college.
My mind takes no picture. I belong where the memories are past.
Would you guys say that your company changed a lot since you applied to Techstars?
I think like 80% flip.
Whatever you're working on at the time, it's like you'll get different feedback from different people, but it's tough to realize that that's okay. You know?
And so you'll walk out of some meetings and you'll be like, fuck that, we know what we're doing. And then other meetings you're just sitting there and you're like, whoa, that was amazing.
Lights I think are turning again. The highway and side street is my very last friend.
Sorry ladies, he's taken.
Oh, bother.
Usually while I'm watching the practice pitches, I'm just jotting down what I think, sort of a stream of consciousness, so that I can tell them how I was reacting as they were going through their pitch.
You have charisma to burn, and I hate to think that you're not using it to your full potential. You're ahead of so many people, so I want to see you take it to that next step.
As we get close to demo day, one of the things we do every year with the community is we have the companies present at the New Tech meetup, and usually there's 300 or 400 people there, so it's a little bit of friendly fire right before demo day.
We've been practicing our pitch over and over. We're basically going to give it to anybody who will listen. Rent Monitor makes it easy to be a landlord. People buy rental property because they're looking for a safer investment.
I want you to imagine that you're a landlord, and you need to make sure they're going to pay the rent on time. And we're going to examine 4 of your rentals.
I actually have a rental property.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
Fantastic.
All right, check it out. Rent Monitor provides online payments via electronic check with a credit card backup. We like to refer to this as the circle of pain.
It's really overwhelming.
I've shown you how we alleviate every step in the circle of pain. Thank you.
I'm absolutely somebody who gets some butterflies at the idea of getting up on a stage in front of hundreds of people.
Investors, mentors, and people from all over the country are getting here right now.
Just watching how far these companies have come in 90 days is just, it brings tears to your eyes when you sort of think about where they were 90 days ago and where they are today. It's just stunning.
Don't fuck it up.
I think don't fuck it up.
That's all we can say.
I think that's the consensus. I think that's what they tell us.
It's a big deal for them. It's the culmination of the Techstars program, and the beginning of the next stage of their life as entrepreneurs.
I'm David's mom. I flew in from Orlando. I'm real excited to see what's going to happen this morning.
All right, you warmed up, Deanna?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Welcome to Boulder. For those of you from out of town, my name is David Cohen. We went from 600 companies that applied to the program down to 10. This summer, we spent 3 months with them. We're a mentorship-driven program. It's all about the mentors. We have had just massive demand on a worldwide basis for people who want to understand what's been happening at Techstars. And one of the things we've done about it, since we've always tried to be helpful, is started what we call our affiliate program. We launched our first one in Copenhagen.
And to think that this idea is now transforming other communities around the country and around the world, and everybody who's part of this ecosystem, who's part of the ecosystem of Techstars and the new cities it's expanded to, the affiliates and entrepreneurs largely, are going to be a big part of what makes our country special and what will drive the growth of our economy.
Omniar's visual recognition platform and developer tools let anyone build applications that make the real world clickable.
Rent Monitor makes it easy to be a landlord.
Rent Monitor provides simple screening solutions in the form of credit and background checks.
And markets are similar in Canada, Australia, parts of Europe and Asia.
We are going to tear it down right now. This is happening.
Composed is the network that powers that revolution.
It's been incredibly satisfying the last couple of years to see Boulder become recognized nationally. It's got an incredibly high density of entrepreneurial activity. I just want to thank everybody in Boulder for all of their contributions to what goes on here. Entrepreneurs across the country have really risen to the occasion in a very fearless way.
You guys killed it. It was awesome. It was awesome.
They did awesome. They nailed it.
You work so hard and you get to this point where it was, do or die, and everyone just succeeded so well.
One of the reasons that Techstars can be as successful as it is we have the support of the community. A way that you guys can really give back is by donating a percentage of your company to the Entrepreneurs Foundation of Colorado.
We owe a lot of the success of our companies and what's going on to the communities we work in. I think there's some really interesting pieces about being able to help you tell your story in a way to demonstrate sincerely that you're trying to really solve some of the problems that we've got. So.
Paul Barbarian, one of our mentors, is kind enough to offer to take us up in his airplane today. So we're going to be flying over the mountains.
My primary job now is to keep you guys alive.
All right, you guys can all put on your headsets.
Tower report at 1320, 630 miles northwest of Denver. Continuous flight through
This summer has been a roller coaster ride. There were ups, there were downs. You couldn't get too comfortable when you were up because you knew the next day was going to be a challenge, and you couldn't get too down when you were down because you knew the next day would be great. In all, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. When we joined Techstars, I was working in Toby's basement, and we came to the bunker. We were surrounded by 25 other entrepreneurs who became our family, and we all worked together to this moment where we all gave a kick-ass presentation at the Boulder Theater, and now we're leaving, and it's sort of sad, and I'm gonna miss everyone, but we had a great frickin' time all summer.
We didn't know anyone when we came here. To be thrust into this community of people that have been so incredibly helpful to us, and now we consider all these people friends.
We really had 100%, good presentations. I think every single one worked. Did you guys see the scores on the board?
No.
You should go check. Go check.
I got 11.
We feel pretty good about ourselves.
presentations were world class. The teams were good.
Nicole is actually the unsung hero of Techstars. It's incredible to work with her. I really enjoy it.
Most of the teams have decided to stay here in Boulder, and we are one of those teams.
We're done with Techstars now, and we're taking our company out into the wild.
It's going to start to feel a little more lonely. That's normal. You actually have to go off into the world.
I'm gonna start the engine. What I say about fire, you just head out back, all right?
As always, it's been an awesome summer. I think these companies are going to go off into the world and do some pretty amazing things.
Later, we're going to do a shot of Techstars.
Do it in like a Old Spice type of
Look at your
you
man.
know.
Now look at, now back at me. Does
Yeah.
your man have a sausage? No, he doesn't.
Exactly.
But he does. But he does. But it's not a sausage here. I am all that is man. Don't do anything you're not comfortable with. I'm gonna turn the camera on now.
I can fit like 4 people in here.
It's like catching an M&M on the.
Brace yourself.
You are not.
Brace yourself.
Let's do like a blooper thing.
I think it's smart. A lot of it is licensing the object and whatever else.
All right, look tough. Look tough.